Hi, everyone. Today I'm beginning the three plant initiative. It's a simple idea. Plant three perennial edible plants, not because the world's ending, not because you're trying to become self sufficient overnight, not because gardening is suddenly the answer to everything, but because every generation has an opportunity to leave the world a little more fruitful than they found it. Think about it. Most of the fruit trees we enjoy today were planted by someone who never expected to eat every piece of fruit they produced, but they planted them anyway. They understood something that we've slowly forgotten. The future is built by people willing to invest in lives they'll never meet. That's what this project is about. This isn't just a gardening series, it's an inheritance project. Whether you own your own home, run a business, belong to a church, have access to family land, or simply knows someone with a little extra space. Imagine if every person planted just three perennial edible plants: fruit trees, nut trees, berry bushes, grapes, asparagus, herbs, whatever makes sense where you live. One person can't change the food supply, but millions of small acts can. One day, those plants become shade. They become beauty. They become food. They become something a child can walk outside and pick without spending a dollar. I don't believe abundance begins when we have enough. I believe abundance begins. Choose to create more than we consume. Over this series, we're going to explore all of it. We're going to talk with people who already live this lifestyle. We'll interview experts. We'll visit projects that are already making a difference. We'll learn what grows best in different states and regions. We'll explore different techniques, different philosophies, and practical ways anyone can participate, regardless of where you live. And yes, we'll also explore the spiritual side. If you've followed this channel for a while, you know I believe creation teaches us something about ourselves. There is a reason this initiative is built around three plants. Three represents completion or wholeness. And later, we'll explore those correspondences. But for now, I simply want the number to remind us that growth happens through diversity, patience, and hope. I also realize that I'm starting this at an unusual time in my life. If you watch my recent videos, you know my family is beginning this project from some perfect homestead. We're starting this exactly where we're at. And honestly, I think that's important because a seed doesn't wait for perfect conditions before becoming a tree. It simply needs someone willing to plant it. Maybe that's true of us too. Maybe the best time to begin creating a better future isn't after life gets easier. Maybe it's right now. One of the things I love most about this idea is that it can become part of the milestones in our lives. Buying a home for the first time, starting a family, opening a business, joining a church. Mark the beginning of something meaningful by creating something that will continue giving long after we're gone. Imagine looking back years from now and not only seeing how your family grew or how your business grew or how your relationship with God grew, but how the plants grew beside you, watching both of them bear fruit. Me, that's a beautiful picture of life itself. I don't know where this project will go. Maybe it stays small. Maybe it grows into something much bigger than I could imagine. But either way, I believe it's worth planting because every orchard begins with someone willing to plant a single tree. If this idea resonates with you, I don't want you to feel pressured to do anything today. I simply want you to think differently about the future. I want you to ask yourself one question: what can I plant today that someone else will one day be thankful for. If you already have experience growing perennial food, I'd love to hear from you. If you are an expert, I'd love to talk with you. If you are just getting started like I am, I'd love for you to learn alongside us. In the next episode, my wife, my son, and I are going to share what we've already learned from growing food where we're at right now, proving that you don't need perfect circumstances to begin because the future doesn't arrive by accident. It's planted. One seed, one tree, one family, one act of love at a time. Until next time, leave the world more fruitful than you found it.